חברים, תודה רבה, ועכשיו אנחנו למפגש שהיה כאן השבוע בין מוזיקאים ישראלים וכל מיני אנשי תרבות לבלוגרים מחול. בואו נראה.
בלוגרים ענקיים שיש להם חשיפה של 9 מיליון איש באינטרנט, ועשינו להם הופעה כדי שהם יכירו את האינדי מקרוב.
I'd heard Don Rahel before, and then we met him today, but I didn't know too many acts, so it's really a great opportunity to kind of get to know them.
I'm a big fan of the young professionals, and through them I learned about Ivry Leader a little bit, but other than that, no, I'm just discovering new bands every day.
What about Nינט? Have you heard about her?
Who? Sorry?
Nינט? Have you heard about her?
No, I haven't.
אז עכשיו אנחנו אומרים שלום לסמנטה אדו סוריה.
ערב טוב.
ערב טוב, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Let the smart guy in the panel, this guy, explain. אתה מכיר קצת את הסיפור. ספר מה העניין פה.
התדמית של ישראל בעולם היא די דרק.
לא נכון.
צר לי לבשר לכם.
באמת, סתם אתה מגזים. כל פעם אותו...
ויש חברה בשם קינטיס, חברה שהיא א-פוליטית, לא מתעסקת עם פוליטיקה, והיא מביאה לכאן משפיעים מהרשתות החברתיות, להראות להם איך זה בעצם נראה פה. והם הביאו באמת את המשלחת של הבלוגרים האלה, שזה באמת הטופ נוט, שזה באמת בלוגרים חשובים בתחום המוזיקלי. אני מתעדכן לתוכנית הרדיו שלי, אני מתעדכן דרכם. זאת אומרת, משם אני מוצא את החומרים החדשים. ומראים להם שיש... אני אפגוש אותם לארוחת צהריים, והם יתארחו אצלי בתוכנית. תשמע, זו יוזמה מבורכת כדי להראות שיש כאן תרבות, יש כאן מוזיקה.
Okay, so we're back to you. He just explained why you came over and what you do. So you saw this short clip. Yeah. Any artist you like in particular?
Collective was fantastic.
Yeah.
Tiny Fingers was really good. I think they're really promising at what they do.
I like him too.
Then Kutiman is just a phenomenon. He's so talented, unbelievable. And the question with him is like, what's the angle, what's the hook, how can we do even more?
So tell me what exactly you do. You don't write a blog, right?
It's a website. It's a new MTV branch that focuses on international music. And our goal is to give emerging artists from around the world a platform to a wider audience. So we write about all genres of music from all over the world, which is crazy and ambitious, but you know, I hope we're trying to do well.
Who's interested in music from around the world, in America, for instance?
Everyone is. I think there's sort of a growing trend among even younger American musicians to feel free to, you know, borrow and be inspired by music from the other countries. I think at some point there was sort of global world music 1.0, and that's what Peter Gabriel did, what Paul Simon did. And I think right now we're facing a world music 2.0 with bands like Vampire Weekend clearly being influenced by Paul Simon's Graceland album. And, you know, artists from Brooklyn like Tune Yards who, you know, feel free to almost sort of chant and sing and sound like, you know, she's a Maasai warrior.
So how many followers do you have on the website or on the blogs?
Well, I think my specific brand, or what I'm doing, is a little unusual because we reach a pretty wide audience through the fact that we shoot to video and then package that for other international MTVs as well. But our audience is about 40% North American and 60% from every other country in the world. So Uruguay to Cameroon to, you know, Sierra Leone, like people find us, they read us, and they're interested.
Do you find that coming here to Israel, is it what you thought it will be, or do you have any surprise by what's happening here?
It's everything I thought it would be and more. I've been hearing about Tel Aviv for years, and I've meant to come see it. And our site, like, we need to have more Middle Eastern artists, and so that was something that I'm specifically here for. And we were really trying to find more, and then Kinetis contacted us and said, hey, would you be interested in coming? So I said, yes, absolutely. I'm here really to find Israeli artists to promote.
From the short clip that we saw, it looks like you met indie artists, singers who sing in English, right? Did you meet also, I don't know, singers like Kobi Peretz, Moshe Peretz, I don't know, Middle Eastern pop music?
Yeah, there's a band called Boom Pop, which I saw last night, and I didn't even know that a thing called Turkish surf existed. And now I do, and I want
Turkish
to know.
surf is nice.
I want to know everything about this.
The Bosphorus boys.
Like it's yeah, wow. And then there was another band whose name I completely am blanking on, so forgive me. But it was a heavy metal band from I think the northern part of Israel that have very strong Turkish influences. They use lots
Benzin?
of
No.
no. But, you know, they use
Not Orphanland is a heavy metal.
Orphanland.
Oh, we met actually like we interviewed Orphanland last year on the site. It's over a year ago,
And you helped them? You wrote about them, and what happened?
We wrote about them. We wrote about them, and they were collaborating with Megadeth or Marty Friedman from Megadeth. So that was already like they're great. But this particular metal band has Arabic instrumentation. Like they use a duff, the flute, lots of like Egyptian and Turkish elements. And it's fascinating.
What about electronic music? Anything there?
Tiny Fingers. We saw Tiny Fingers on Friday, and I think they're really promising. They're great.
You're working from one of the strongest brand in the music industry, MTV. 10 years ago, MTV said that this thing is going to be a hit, and it was. Now, it seems to be that MTV is shifting over to the web, because when you're watching them on TV, it's mostly reality shows, and that's what stands behind this website.
Well, I can't really speak to what the other MTVs are doing, and the larger ideas. It's above my pay grade, I'm afraid. So,
can you tell us about the other guys in the group? Or do you know them from?
Of course. Well, we all met here in Israel. Like we didn't really know each other before, and we've bonded quite tightly. I think there's a blogger from LA. There's another blogger from Scotland, and the other two are from London. One is a writer for the New Music Express, NME.com, and the other is a writer for. Maybe for me. And the other is a writer for an online site which became a print magazine, which now has a radio arm called This Is Fake DIY.
Fantastic. It was nice having you here. If you need any suggestions regarding hummus, I think, Danny is the expert.
There's a Naj Hamadi concert
next week. Yeah.
My band.
He's in a
His
band.
Everybody here has a band.
Thursday.
It's bigger than Metallica. Bigger than
Metallica. Way bigger.
But the last question is, do you know how to convert PDF to JPG? That's the question, and the answer is here.